I left out of Galway early on that Thursday morning. Just past the fog, the sun began to rise, and I was inbound for the village of Doolin. With only 4 hours of sleep following a pretty rowdy evening in the city of Galway, the Wild Atlantic Way was incredibly refreshing. Here's a pro tip. If you're ever traveling in Ireland, always take the long way around whenever possible. For this stretch, I was heading down the N67, going southwest down around the curve from Galway, inbound for the Aran Islands. I knew nothing about them except that I knew I had to visit. Ona had been kind enough to plot out some points on the map where I had to be sure and stop. And when you're chaotically traveling, always make the time, the extra little bits of time within your travel to stop, pull over, enjoy the sights, soak it in. A lot of these places you're never going to see again. And a lot of these places are not going to be marked on any Google map that you're ever going to see. Something as simple as stopping over at the Tesco to look for some snacks or pulling over in a church parking lot to admire the architecture that might be over 1,000 years old is a trip in and of itself. These little mini adventures are what truly makes chaotic travel all that more special. It was around the time that I started heading due south and going through the village of Lisdoonvarna, I couldn't help but notice that the hills were getting even more rolling. It had started to cool off, and I realized that Ireland was truly more like Kentucky than I'd ever expected. Beautiful rolling green hills, fiddle music, horse racing, friendly locals, and some of the tastiest whiskey you could ever hope to drink in your entire life. Is it Kentucky or is it Ireland? The answer is yes. Appalachia and the Emerald Isles split from each other geographically millions of years before human beings ever walked the earth, and yet somehow these two places seem forever inextricably tied. It was just one short ferry ride from Doolin, and I was on the shores of the Aran Islands. Little did I know just how breathtaking this place was going to be.